It took me almost 6 months to go from a piece of raw land with nothing on it to a functional shelter with a heat source. You can check out my earlier videos if you want to see that part of my journey. Now that I've got that shelter, it's time to start filling it with the things I need for day-to-day living. It sure would be nice to have a bed frame. I don't have that yet. So I'm going to start with that first. A lot of the projects I've worked on since I've been out here have felt overwhelming at one point or another, which I think is basically a function of just having never done most of this stuff, even one time. So I've certainly never attempted to build an octagon deck before, and it really felt like a miracle when I was able to pull that off. But it's different with this bed frame, and it kind of reminds me that I have brought some skill out here. I mean, I am basically handy. When I knew I wanted to build the bed frame, I didn't feel overwhelmed at all. I just did a little bit of thinking and planning, and I was able to start. Now, that does not mean by any stretch of the imagination do I have a high degree of carpentry skill. The furniture that I've built in the past would be charitably described as rustic. I basically build stuff that is sturdy enough to be tossed down a flight of stairs and survive. The contrast of doing a project that I don't feel overwhelmed by versus all the ones I have has kind of got me thinking about what is it that keeps me going and generating ideas when I do feel overwhelmed. There's a certain way where it's just kind of always been the way that I worked, and so I don't often give it a lot of thought. But when I step back and look, I actually know there's quite a few people that if they got themselves in that position, they would just quit, or they would go and seek help and not try to stick it out and figure it out themselves. I just wonder, what is it that keeps me going? And it would be, the easy thing would just be to say it's an inbuilt part of my personality, which is probably at least partially true. But I really do think I have to give my dad some credit there. I would describe him as kind of a ninja parent. Like, I didn't often feel him parenting me, but as I've gotten older, I've become more and more aware of the effects of his parenting and how it shaped me. And I think this is definitely an area where that's true. He kind of was with me and related to me in a way that never gave me any doubt that I could just accomplish something if I put my mind to it. There was also a lot of freedom. Like, he never really tried to shape what my desires were or what he thought I should become. He just kind of was there to provide support for me learning how to think and solve problems. And it feels really clear to me that that is a powerful reason why I can get out here and be overwhelmed for a day and a half and not walk away, but keep going. The bed frame is now complete, and I took a little bit of extra time to move my mattress in and some other things and clean the place up. It's about 2 a.m., and this is a momentous occasion for me personally. It'll be the first time in almost 6 months that I'm not regularly sleeping in my car. I actually have a home again, which feels amazing. There are a whole lot of times where I didn't think I was gonna make it, for sure. So I'm gonna eat this chocolate bar to celebrate, and then I'm gonna pass out.